fabulous. Hey guys, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be creating that beautiful look you guys already saw on my model Veronica. So because she really has like her brow hairs are existent, I didn't really need to do a lot. I'm just filling in her brows. Not really filling in, I didn't really do a lot, basically just outlining the brows using my Glitz and Glam brow pencil. It gives me that natural hair like stroke look, which is what I was going for. Then on top of that, I'm just tinting the brows a bit using the Blot Eyebrow Mascara in the shade Light Brown. This lightens the brows, and this also helped me to keep the brow hairs in place. So now I'm cleaning up her brows using the Beyond Beauty Pro Conceal in the shades Creamy Beige and Fawn. Then I'm just using the concealer to just mark the front of to give it more like that hair like natural appearance. Then I primed her eyes using the remnants of the concealer that I used to clean up her brows, and I'm going into my Glitz and Glam Festival Queen Eyeshadow palette, which is hands down one of my favorites. I took a very light shade at first, then the next shade I'm taking is a very light shade of blue. I think that shade is called Powder Blue. I don't really know, but a very, very light shade of blue to begin to create like a transition and a gradient. Then I went into a deeper shade of blue, like a sky blue, and I applied that right next to that, and I'm using my blending brush to blend the two shades right in. Then I'm taking a tapered basically means it's pointy. I'm taking that tapered blending brush to take a way deeper shade of blue. I'm placing that in the outer corner and bringing it inwards towards the crease. Then I'm taking some black to like mix with blue again and then place it downwards, just like that gradient, you know, from a creamy shade to the light blue to deeper blue and then to a deeper shade of blue, which was mixed with black. So now I'm cutting her crease using my NARS concealer. I like to use that concealer to cut my crease because it gives me a sticky base. So I'm going into a blue shimmery shade right now to apply that in the middle part of the crease that I cut. So now I'm winging out the cut crease just a little bit with some concealer and then applying the same blue shimmery shade that I applied. I applied the darker blue downwards, then inwards I'm applying a white matte eyeshadow. So now I'm just blending everything right in and also winging out the cut crease area and applying some of that same blue eyeshadow, light blue shimmery eyeshadow. So I went into my Missmetics lash palettes that has 16 different lash designs, and I just popped them on. Now I'm showing you guys what it looks like. I did her liner using the Beyond Beauty gel liner. So now to moisturize her face, I'm going into the Hydrate by Brega and Omari Code and just applying that all over her face. Then I'm going into my Talk London foundation in the color 110, and this foundation was just a tad bit lighter than my model, so I had to correct that with my contouring. So now I'm highlighting her face using a mixture of the Pro Conceal in Creamy Beige and Fawn, and I'm just blending everything right in using the beauty blender. This particular beauty blender is from Dear Salma. So I'm using the same concealer that I used to highlight her face to just like clean up the eyeliner to make it more sharp and defined. Then I'm also highlighting the bridge of her nose, her chin and her forehead. So I went into the Talk London foundation in the shade 160, which is a bit darker than the model. I was going for a very subtle contour, and I'm using that to contour her face. You can see me applying that in her cheekbone area. Then I blended it using the beauty blender. So I use the buffing brush to apply, then I blend it out using the beauty blender. Remember, your beauty blender is very useful when you need to blend and when you need to take off excess liquid or cream products. So I'm just contouring the part of her face that I would normally contour. You guys already know the drill. Yeah, I said I had to thank you guys for everyone who checked on me, because I was not like in a very perfect state of mind for some time. I had to take some time off YouTube. About almost 2 weeks I was off. I didn't drop any video, and some of you actually did check on me in the community tab. Some even DM'd me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your concern. Hopefully I'll be able to talk about it soon, but I'm really appreciative of the love you guys showed me. I love you guys. So now to set my highlight, I'm going into my Sacha Butter Cup and I'm just lightly applying it. I'm not really baking per se. I'm just pressing in the powder and setting in those areas that I highlighted. So I'm actually doing her lips right now. The first thing that I did was to apply some lip balm. This helps you to prime the lips. And then I'm going into the Ovwada lip stain. It's another Nigerian brand. I did a review and an unboxing on this particular lipstick. If you want to check it out, click on the link up there to check it out. So I applied the pink shade first of all. Then I'm taking the second shade, which is kind of like a wine shade, and I'm just using it to kind of like line the lips and to give it a kind of soft ombre effect. Then I'm going to be applying gloss all over her lips just to make it look a little bit more sultry, and lately I've really been into glosses. So just to do her powder now, I'm going into my Royal Makeup palette. This is another Nigerian brand, so I'm just using it to brush off any excess setting powder and to basically apply all over her face. I took something a shade lighter to apply in the highlighted areas, and I took her exact shade of powder from the same palette to apply on the rest of her face. So now I'm taking the powder that's just a shade darker than her and contouring her cheekbones and her forehead. I'm also going to be contouring her nose with that same powder. Remember I said I was going for a subtle contour, so you can see that the contour is really subtle. It's not harsh. And the next thing that I'm doing is to line her waterline using the Polar Waterproof Extremely Soft Eyeliner Pencil. And yeah, this is another Nigerian brand. This is basically a full face of makeup using Nigerian brands, I think, except for the Talk London foundation. So I went into the Glitz and Glam highlighter contour palette. It's the same company that made the eyeshadow that I used and the eyebrow pencil. They made the same palette, so I'm just using that. I took the pigmented blush from there and I used that on her, and I also used the glow from that same palette to glow up her face, and I'm applying some of that glow also on her brow bone area. So now to give her eyes some drama, I'm smoking out using some of that dark blue shade using a blending brush. And now to bring the whole look together, I'm just going to be setting her face using a glow mist. Sometimes you can actually set your face using a normal setting spray and then use a glow mist on top of that, but for me I feel like it's a 2-in-1 thing, so which is what I did. That one was from Kimani Cosmetics, another Nigerian brand. Then just to apply some glow on her body, I'm using the Ovwada body glow, and I'm just blending that in using my powder brush, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and you guys, bye. I love you.